Good afternoon, beautiful people. Welcome back to CoinFlow TV. This is Rav, and it's time for our weekly wrap-up. Got a lot of stuff to go over today. It's been a couple of days since I did my last video, and I'm going to pretty much get you updated on everything we need to talk about and we need to know going forward. So stick right with me. I'll be right back right after this intro.
Zombie apocalypse.
All right, guys, as usual, before we get started, I'd like you to pause this video if possible and read over the few things I'd like you to remember before watching this video. Thanks. All right, everybody, welcome back. It's been a long week in the cryptocurrency world. Like I said before the intro, got a lot of stuff to go over here. Let's get started, man. We got tons of information, tons of things that happened this week. I know it's been a couple of nights since I've done my last video, but I want to go ahead and update you guys on everything. If you guys are keeping track of coinmarketcap.com, and I got to tell you, this week has been a major shit show all around the board, guys. But everything's down today, man. Neo's looking pretty good, up 10% since yesterday. We click 24-hour change on some of these top coins here. Gas is doing pretty good. VeChain, Neo, Loopring, but other than that, man, nothing's looking that good. So I don't know, we'll see what happens this week. I mean, usually when we have a week like that and we lose, you know, what was it, $50 billion worth of market cap, and you know, I think a lot of that has to do with ICOs, because what typically happens, you know, if you buy into an ICO coin and it's not on the exchange, the values won't reflect on CoinMarketCap because it's not on the exchange. So, and it's coming out of Bitcoin, it's coming out of whatever it is. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think that that's what a lot of that could be. Because, you know, I just don't see $50 billion in market cap just disappearing. There's not a whole ton of people that's investing in cryptocurrencies right now. So, I might be wrong, might be right. Who knows? Whatever. Let's move on. We're going to talk about BitConnect first, because we got a lot of shit to talk about. But BitConnect. If you guys have been following BitConnect, you guys know that last week or 2 weeks ago sometime, the state of Texas announced that BitConnect was to cease and desist any type of activity in the state of Texas. This week we come out the board here with North Carolina. North Carolina did the same thing. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, but if you're in North Carolina, cryptocurrency traders in North Carolina have hit their first major roadblock. BitConnect's investment operations are being prohibited in the state of North Carolina. You know, this comes after they announced that their ICO for BitConnect X would not be available in the United States. I think the SEC has a lot to do with that, especially with these ICOs. As I mentioned in my video the last video that I did, that the SEC just doesn't want to see anything, you know, that has to do with quote unquote lending programs. You know, offering an ICO is a great way to make money, that kind of thing. If it's a utility token, I think they're being a little bit more lenient on them. But as for these kind of ICOs, yeah, I think that they're not having it. I mean, who knows? It's the SEC, guys. Some of us have our feelings about the SEC and the things that they do and the regulations that they come up with. But going on to BitConnect X, actually, let's talk about that for a little bit. You know that their ICO was launched. The last video that I did, you know, all I had was their FAQs, but the ICO was launched, and it was launched at $50 a coin. $50 a coin. That's a lot of freaking money. Now, you know, it's BitConnect, so that coin could take off the day it hits the exchange. It could hit, you know, a few $100s, a few $1,000s. You just never know with BitConnect. It's been a long-running lending program. It's made a lot of people a lot of money, and this is why so many people are participating in it. Unfortunately, us in the States cannot participate, but guys, you know, and I know there's ways to get around that. I mean, there's VPNs, HMA. If you got a buddy that lives out in Scotland or something like that, that can, you know, you could throw him a couple of bucks to buy you some BitConnect X tokens and trust him that he'll transfer it back to you once the ICO's over or once the wallets get released. You know, that's a good way to do it. I'm not telling you guys how to, you know, commit fraud or anything like that. I'm just saying that there are ways out there that if you were to choose to do it. Other than that, man, another thing is with BitConnect X, the ICO, I mean, does anybody know what the hell it is? I still don't know what it is. Is it an exchange? Is it another lending program? I mean, everything that I'm seeing is they're just talking about it hitting the exchange. You know, I'll pull up their roadmap here real quick. if the shit pulls up. All right. BitConnect roadmap, BitConnect X roadmap. So in April of 2018, this is what I want to talk to you guys about, because launch of BitConnect X exchange to trade with other cryptocurrencies. So I'm assuming that it is an exchange. I don't know. There's really not much besides the ICO being $50. I mean, I still can't get past that, but there's really not much out there about what it's going to be, how it's going to work, or anything like that. So, I mean, unfortunately, I can't participate either way. So I'm going to have to wait until it comes out. I haven't been doing any crazy research on it, just because I've been tied up this week with other things. But I'm kind of getting back on the board here, and I will be putting out videos more often. Unfortunately, because of circumstances as the beginning of this year, I've got a lot of other stuff going on in life, and I can't afford to just do this for now. Hopefully soon here, if we have another year like we did last year. Going to the BitConnect site, guys, if you guys have been trying to log on for the last 2 days, their site has been down. Now, some people are saying that is as a result of a DDoS attack. If you guys don't know what a DDoS attack is, it's pretty much hacking bots. If I can kind of simplify it, like, you know, there's a hacker out there and he channels into a bunch of computers, could be user computers, could be your computer, and what he'll do is he'll set up a DDoS attack and launch an attack on a particular website. What that'll do is it will crowd the server and cause the website to kind of go down so nobody else can access it. Some people are saying that, some people say it's Russian hackers, some people say it's the Pentagon. I mean, I don't know. And BitConnect says that they're down for because they're performing some required maintenance. So anything could be true, guys. I'm not sure what they got going on, but it's been down for 2 days. I haven't been able to log on. I wasn't able to log on last night or this morning. I'll keep an eye on it. Obviously, you know, I am invested in BitConnect. It is a platform that we've all been making money on, and obviously we're going to want to know what's going on with our money. So that'll be it for BitConnect. Let's talk about Davercoin here real quick. All right, so Davercoin, I'm still not sure how to pronounce that, but anyway, I did a loan on let's call it Davercoin. I did a loan on Davercoin about a month ago, and it's been paying out pretty much every night. If you guys remember, when I didn't participate in ICO because I just couldn't get in. It was just sold out in 10 minutes every time. Anyway, I bought once it hit the exchange, and once their lending started at $8 a coin. That was about a month ago. They're up to $138 per coin. I did see it hit about $142 per coin. I believe it was 2 nights ago. They were down this morning. I got a text from a buddy saying, hey, what's going on with Davercoin? The website is down. You know, I'm just assuming it was down for maintenance or something like that. They are back up now. I was able to log in a little while ago. They're on coinexchange.io as well, so that's why their coin's gaining some momentum and building some value. $6 million 24-hour volume. Lending interest is looking good, over 1% pretty much every day. I'm earning what I'm earning right now. I'm not reinvesting into the program. I'll be honest with you guys. I've been putting it back into the coin just because I've been making money on the coin. The coin's been growing like crazy. So Davercoin's still looking pretty good. They've got their roadmap. And we'll kind of go over that just a little bit here. First quarter Paris Dream Trip. I guess they're taking 5 promoters to Paris. Global marketing program. We're creating a full global marketing program to make Daver even more popular. Daver $1 Million Club, lending over 1 million. Want to know more about this? We'll reveal the details soon. Public exchange API and third party will be able to access our public exchange API. Second quarter mobile wallet, marketing platform for promoters. Support popular altcoins. Don't want to purchase Daver using BTC? No problem. We will support many other altcoins. So that's pretty cool, man, because, you know, Bitcoin is it's becoming real expensive to send Bitcoin. I tried to send Bitcoin the other day. It was $50. I forget where I was sending it to. Probably one of these ICOs. But it was $50. It costed $22 to send $50. And that's almost 50% in transaction fees. It's crazy. It's taking forever to get it there. So coin of choice right now definitely is Litecoin or Ethereum, you know, something like that. It's cheaper to send, faster to send, and it's less headache. Needless to say, I've been holding a lot of Bitcoin lately. Third quarter, Daver Social Hub. The platform will help you communicate with other Daver users. That's pretty cool. Instant exchange to altcoins. You can exchange instantly Daver to many popular altcoins. I like their plans for this year, man. And then they got a hard fork coming up in the fourth quarter. You know, that can be anywhere from September to December. And partnership with credit card issuing companies. So let's keep our fingers crossed with Devor. They look good so far, or Devor. But we don't know, man. Like I said, with BitConnect losing 2 states already and shutting down an entire country for their ICO launch, you just never know what can happen with Devor. I mean, both are really good programs. Both are making people money. And what I like about Devor is they're holding up to all their promises, you know. So we'll see what happens. NeoConnect, if you guys want to know what's going on with NeoConnect, they kind of risen back from the dead this week, and they have a Telegram post, and they've also posted on their Facebook. I'll go over with you here what it says. So their website is still down and not showing anything, but they have updated their Telegram and their Facebook. I'm going to read it off my phone just because I don't have Telegram on this here. It says, announcement. As you all know, we didn't raise much funds, but we're working hard to make a good product. You don't have to worry if the website is down. You must be knowing the problems with all the new lending platforms because of legal problems and regulations kicking in. We were trying to be ready with everything in the best possible way. Also, the term Neo, so a lot of us were thinking that NeoConnect meant that, you know, it was kind of like BitConnect, Bitcoin, NeoConnect, NeoCoin. I guess that's not the case. So also the term Neo used in our name has some compliance issues. So our council has come up with a decision that before the exchange launch, we'll be rebranding and transforming everything to a new and attractive platform. Rebranding, exchange launch, and more good news to come soon. So when that news is coming, no dates or anything like that set. You know, the last update they did was December 27th. Here it is, January 12th is when they put that out. You know, geez, almost 20 days later, 15 days later, 2 weeks, that's when they decided to put out another bulletin. So I don't know, a lot of people are getting pissed off with NeoConnect. You know, it started off with a big hype. I don't know how they didn't hit their crowdfunding goal, but I don't know, man. It's crazy. Some more bad news here this week. BitHum. Let's talk about our Korean exchanges. Korea's crypto crackdown talk draws backlash from users and politicians. If you guys don't know, a lot of the Korean exchanges were raided this week, including BitHum, by authorities, and a lot of it had to do with tax reporting. You know, I guess BitHum was not doing what they were supposed to do when it comes to reporting revenues and profits from this stuff. And I don't know if they're not paying taxes or what it was. But so South Korea is talking about shutting down a lot of these exchanges, which is bad news for the for South Korea, for investors in South Korea. So there's been a couple of petitions signed, some of them with over 100,000 signatures. I forget how much it talks a little bit about here on this article on CoinDesk. By the way, guys, if you guys are looking for great cryptocurrency news, CoinDesk is definitely a great source. I use Bitcoin.com, obviously. The Bitcoinist is a really good site, and then, you know, Cointelegraph. Those are good sites, man. Keep up with news. You guys will know when things are going on with some of these coins, so you can get in. I do that a lot, you know, able to buy in coins whenever I see a big news push, and you know, make some money and, you know, do some trading, kind of like that. But yeah, so this is on CoinDesk, and it talks about what happened. One petition, I find this interesting here. One petition asking the Minister of Justice to step down in light of the move received by more than 30,000 signatures on its own. So, man, hopefully they get it together, man. I would hate to see that happen in South Korea. Those guys are huge investors, and they cause a lot of good things with the market sometimes. If you really watch what they're doing, they can help us make some money. All right, moving on to some better news, little by little here, guys. Asian Coin lending begins in 1 day, 5 hours. I really respect Asian Coin because they've done everything that they say they were going to do up to this point. You can go here, if you did invest in that platform, you can go here and download the wallet, and it's a desktop wallet, and what it'll do is it'll basically update all the blocks to the latest block. It'll have your coins in there, so that way when this does hit external exchange, you'll be able to sell it. When it hits internal exchange, you'll be able to transfer it back and do your lending, or whatever you're deciding to do with your Asian Coin. But every deadline and every date that they've mentioned so far has worked out just fine. They haven't went past that or extended it or anything like that. So we talked about this when this thing was in an ICO, and I said that I really liked the way their white paper was put together. You know, everything makes sense. So I guess we'll see what happens in a day and 5 hours. That's tomorrow night, about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. or 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looking forward to that, man. I want to see what this thing is about. Also, Capital Expanse, guys. If you guys are invested in Capital Expanse, you'll know that I think it's their 4th round of their ICO starts tomorrow. But the first couple rounds, they did run at 25 cents for the people that were having issue, which they didn't have to do that. A lot of these things, you know, $1, $5 per coin. They decided to do it again. They did the pre-ICO at 25 cents per coin, first round at 25, and I think they did the second and third as well. I know that I tried to get back on the first round. It was sold out in 10 minutes. Second round as well, 10 minutes sold out. I didn't try to get on tonight. I mean, last night. I will try. So they're doing it every night, and I think tonight it's at 60 cents, which obviously is double what you would have spent if you bought it maybe 3-4 nights ago, but still not a bad deal, man. You know, if we went over the white paper on this, and they're expecting to be at $6 to $7 when it hits the internal exchange or when lending starts. So lending meets mobile mining is what their concept here is. So looking forward to when they hit the exchange. Hopefully we'll make some money off of that. Also, co-vesting, guys, co-vesting, they will be on Hit BTC in 9 days, 11 hours, 9 days. Let's just say 9 days. Co-vesting ICO, I went over that. That's the one where you'll be able to pair up with an investor or trader, mimic their style, like their style, and invest with them and gain some of the returns because of what you put into it. So it's a pretty cool concept, not one of these trading bots or anything like that. Them as well, they've been doing everything they say they're going to do. I am not on Hit BTC, but I'll probably be signing up for that because I did participate in this ICO. If you did participate in the ICO, they did release, well, actually no, I'm sorry, that's something else. If you did participate in the ICO, you should have already set up a MyEther wallet where you set up that COV coin, and you should be holding it in your Ether wallet and getting it ready for when it hits the exchange. Again, looking for big things out of this ICO, out of this brand. You know, some of this stuff is looking real good, man. But you know, some of the stuff that we've already invested in was looking real good. It's just, you never know. Everything's on speculation, but I like this one too. Speaking of MyEther wallet, guys, if you guys invested in the Cryptopia ICO, which is basically a crypto bank, the newest crypto bank, it was launched at about $1 something per coin. They did hit their hard cap pretty early, and they stopped their crowdfunding. Now, this is what you got to remember. If you did invest in Cryptopia, guys, you are going to have to get your tokens transferred out of the wallet on the website before January 18th. They want everybody's coins transferred out before January 18th. Now, if you go to MyEther wallet and you look up the coin code CRPT, it should already be in there. If you don't have a MyEther wallet, if you're holding some other type of ERC20 wallet and you need to set up the CRPT token, they have instructions on their site on how to do that. I suggest you do it now. It is January 14th. You've got 4 days to get your tokens off there. You know, they just said that you had to have them off by that point, and I'm not sure if you're going to lose them if you don't do it by then. So this is a heavy reminder, guys. If you are invested in Cryptopia, which I think is going to be a phenomenal program, I think you need to go ahead and set up either MyEther wallet, which is or any other ERC20 wallet, and get your tokens transferred out. So, and it's really simple. All you do is you log in, you go to profile, you put the address to your Ether wallet, and they'll do the rest for you. I don't know if they transfer it right away or if it's going to be by January 18th or the 20th, but make sure you guys do that, man. It's very important that you do that. All right. Now, let's talk about a little news, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about that ICO that I mentioned in my last video. Huge ICO. I'm going to do all the research I can on it. You guys better get ready for that one, all right? So, this week, the CEO of JP Morgan, Mr. Jamie Dimon himself, remember that guy who was talking all that crap about Bitcoin and it being a fraud and a scam? I'm going to actually read this article to you guys. Headline is JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon says he regrets calling Bitcoin a fraud. And this is on USA Today, guys. It's been on a couple of other news outlets, but we'll go ahead and read this one. JP Morgan Chase chairman and CEO Jamie Dimon is backpedaling a bit on his earlier criticisms on cryptocurrencies. In September, Dimon called Bitcoin a fraud. On Tuesday, he regretted making the comment. And in quote, says the blockchain is real, Dimon told Fox Business. You can have crypto dollars and yen and stuff like that. ICOs, you got to look at everyone individually. The Bitcoin was always to me what the governments are going to feel about Bitcoin when it gets really big. And I just have a different opinion than other people. ICO stands for initial coin offering, which we know, blah, 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 blah. I'm not interested that much in the subject that All Diamond added in the interview. Along with his earlier Bitcoin is a fraud statement, the executive also blasted digital currencies investors last year. So if you guys remember, he was just basically, you know, calling people that invested in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies stupid. Why he's backpedaling now, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure if he had a change of heart, or if he did some research on it, or if he really believes in the technology, or could it be Bitcoin futures trading contracts and you know, their ability on Wall Street to make money off of this stuff now. You know, maybe it's not so good for his investors with him calling it a fraud. You never know with this guy, with these type of guys. It's always a money thing, man. And but I just figured I'd put that out there for you guys, so you know. If you haven't read the article, that did happen, and hopefully we'll see some changes in Bitcoin, and it'll stop looking like this. I need to see some good changes on Bitcoin in the next couple of weeks here. Either way, we're still holding on strong. We're crypto investors. This is what we do. Our hearts are made of steel. Now moving on to that ICO, guys. If you guys watch my channel, you'll hear me talk about Telegram a lot. Telegram is basically a social app, and what it does is it allows us to communicate. Just not really like Facebook, but just kind of like a messaging app. The reason why I like Telegram so much is because a lot of the, you know, ICO launches, lending programs, coins, other crypto investors, people that are knowledgeable about the business, they all have Telegram channels, and they set up these Telegram chats. I mean, chats, not channels, but they set up these Telegram chats, and we're all able to communicate about cryptocurrencies. So I'm very heavy in Telegram. There's, you know, chats that people set up about altcoins, you know, particular altcoins in general, when to invest, when to pull out, that kind of stuff. So it becomes a lot of fun. Either way, I support Telegram. I like their platform, and now they're planning on launching an ICO. So I'm going to read this article, and then you guys can read the other one on your own. I'll go ahead and put the link in the description below, but it says Telegram, founded by Elusive Pavel and Nikolai Durov, is looking to launch an ICO at a valuation of $3 to $5 billion. An initial private pre-sale is set to take off pretty soon, which will raise up to $500 million before the public sale that is penciled in for as early as March. Accordingly, Telegram's ICO will be the largest ever, beating Tezos last year, which raised over $230 million last July. It is expected that the initial pre-sale will require a minimum buy-in of $20 million and will largely be available to Durov's inner circle. So the developer of Telegram, obviously, his name is Durov, and it looks like he's going to do a private pre-sale with the, minimum buy-in of $20 million. I don't got that right now, but you know, I guess we'll have to wait for the public sale in March. But guys, this is going to be huge. There's another article here on TechCrunch, pretty much about the same thing. We don't know any pricing now. Obviously, it's going to be a way. And here's, let me find where I was reading. Here, actually read this whole message for you guys, or this whole news article. Encrypted messaging startup Telegram plans to launch its blockchain platform and native cryptocurrency powering payments on its chat app and beyond. According to multiple sources which have spoken to TechCrunch, the Telegram Open Network, TON, will be a new third-generation blockchain with superior capabilities after Bitcoin and later Ethereum paved the way. The launch will be funded with an enormous initial coin offering with forthcoming private pre-sales ranging into the hundreds of millions, potentially making it one of the largest ICOs to date. Demand is driven by the fact that rather than the ICO coming from fresh startup, Telegram is a well-established messaging platform used around the world. Adopting a homegrown cryptocurrency could give Telegram's payment systems enormous independence from any government or bank, something co-founder and CEO Pavel Durov is known to covet after investors took over his company, his last company, Russian social network VK. Durov has not responded to TechCrunch's several attempts to contact him regarding the story. So I think it's going to be big, guys. And like I said, I'm going to do all the research I can do for you guys to report this, because I'm definitely going to participate in this ICO. It makes sense. It's not a lending program or anything like that, but we use Telegram. If you guys are heavy in crypto, you're most likely heavy in Telegram, and you know that a Telegram ICO is, to us, is kind of like a Facebook ICO, you know, or Instagram or Twitter ICO. So it's going to be a big thing. That's the better news, and that's the ICO I was talking to you guys about. That's all I got for now, man. We're gonna try to come back with another show tomorrow night or Tuesday night. Give you some updates on some other things. I got a few other ICOs that I want to go over with you, and a couple of different websites that I've been using to kind of manage my portfolio somewhat. So that'll be it for this show, guys. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe now. Hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you hit that little bell icon down below. That'll turn on post notifications for my show. It'll tell you every time I do a video. Also, drop a comment in the comment section below. Everything that I do and everything that I talked about here, referral links and that kind of stuff, is going to be in the description below. So after the video, just scroll down and you'll see whatever you need in there. But once again, that's it for this time. I'll see you next time.
The truth.